Local election headquarters and Indiana's primaries are officially 2 months away. And today we have an exclusive look at the results of a new poll of Indiana voters that we conducted with Emerson College and The Hill.
In the crowded Republican primary for governor, it's a six-way race for the nomination, with our poll showing Indiana Senator Mike Braun out in front by double digits. Eyewitness News State House reporter Hannah Adamson joins us live to give us a breakdown of these poll results. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, it really says something that Senator Mike Braun was essentially able to clinch a third of the Republican electorate. However, the big news of that poll, 43% of Indiana Republicans say they're not sure exactly who they're going to cast their vote for when it comes to the gubernatorial primary. Now, keep in mind, we still have 2 months to go. A lot of things can change, but in this crowded governor's race, again, it's going to be difficult for the other candidates to catch up.
Now, Hannah, like you mentioned, the big lead for Mike Braun is clearly the big story here. Is there anything else that you're seeing from these numbers?
Well, again, for Lieutenant Governor Crouch, I know one of her big talking points is the Axe the Tax plan. Now, again, the top three concerns when it comes to Indiana Republicans are the economy, crime, and immigration. So if she's able to really capitalize on what makes this plan so unique, what makes this plan so much different, I think that could be a strategy for her. But really, when it comes to these other candidates trailing, it's going to be really difficult, justifiably. I mean, you've got 7, 6, 5%. I mean, contribution-wise, I mean, again, it's going to be really, really difficult for these candidates. But again, we have to emphasize a poll can only give a snapshot of this current moment. It's not necessarily an indicator of what is going to happen. Rather, with 43% of Republicans saying, hey, we're just not sure who we're going to support at this time, anything can change. But again, with so stark a lead, this is great news if you're Senator Mike Braun. What you have to do, you have to make sure that that gap stays as wide as you can. 55% of voters said that he was the top gubernatorial pick when it came to immigration, crime, economic issues. So if he's able to keep that standpoint, if he's able to say, yes, I am still your top guy, that's what you have to keep on doing.
So, Hannah, you just said there that 43% of the voters are undecided with this, and I was looking at the poll, and it's mostly, really appears to be women. So how does that going to fare for Lieutenant Governor Crouch?
Well, it's really tough to say at this time. I mean, for any of the candidates, not necessarily only Lieutenant Governor Crouch, I mean, you're really going to have to figure out the main needs of these undecided voters. When you have 40% of them saying that crime, again, is your #1 concern, you really got to go after those issues. So who's to say? That, again, she has 100 different endorsements from both former and current lawmakers across the state at all levels of government. I mean, if you're talking Senate Republicans, she has the support of Senator Ryan Mishler, Senator Vanita Becker, Senator Liz Braun. I mean, talk about a political firebrand for the Indiana State Senate Republicans. She also has the support, unsurprisingly, of the current mayor of Evansville and a former mayor of Evansville as well. So the big question, I guess the million-dollar question, is Governor Eric Holcomb going to be on that list in the end? Really tough to say.
All right, and she is from the Evansville area, so it'll be interesting to see how that area of Indiana votes as well. All right, Hannah, thank you so much for your time this morning. We look forward to speaking to you more as that election draws even closer.